So I've now completed the first main colour panel of A Girl's Best Friend shawl, and I'm now up to this next stage where it's working on pattern band 1 following the stripe, and this involves this really pretty stitch which is called the Teardrop Pattern stitch. I've got my previous shawl here where you can see it much clearer, and this is really the section I'm now going to show you how to work on, and it's these stitches here which are repeated across. Then there's the stripe again, and then there's a deeper panel using this lovely stitch. So I'm now going to show you how to do that. Because it's a lot of stitches on the needles, I'm actually going to make it a much smaller little swatch, and then I can use a thicker yarn and show you in much clearer detail. If you take a look at the pattern, you'll see on page 2 a really useful little paragraph here which says Teardrop Pattern, and it's given you a real breakdown of how to make these teardrop stitches within a very small number of stitches, and it says here multiple of 4 plus 1, and that's what I'm now going to work through to show you how to do these stitches. So I'm just going to start with here the setup row, and I've cast on using a slightly thicker yarn just so it's easier for you to see. I've cast on a total of 9 stitches, so that's 2 lots of 4 plus 1, so I've got 9 stitches now on my needle. So the setup row right side tells me to purl 1, and then you'll see a bracket which says make 5 in next stitch. And so I'm now going to show you how to do that, and this is the basis of the teardrop pattern. So bring the yarn to the back, and within that next stitch on the needle I'm going to actually make 5 stitches without taking the stitch off. So the first one is knit, then I'm going to purl, bring the yarn forward, purl, leaving the stitch still on the needle, knit, purl, leaving it still on the needle, finally knit, and this time I'm going to take it off the needle onto the right needle, and you will see on this right needle I've now made 5 stitches out of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the very simple idea of making 5 in next stitch. The pattern then tells me to purl 3, and then I'm going to repeat that bracket once more. So I'm going to make 5 into the next stitch. So again, it's going knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. So here we go. Knit 1, leave it on the needle, purl 1, leave it on the needle, knit 1, purl 1, and finally knit 1, and this one you can take off the needle. And then again you can see you've got your 5 stitches, and then the pattern just tells me to purl 3. That's to the end of my little swatch. Obviously if you had more stitches you would keep repeating that bracket. So we have now increased those stitches, but those will be now used for making this teardrop pattern. So that's the setup row. So now row 1 is the wrong side, and it tells me now to knit 3, and then across those 5 stitches I just made in 1, I need to now purl 5. So I just purl across all 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat the bracket, knit 3, purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm left with just 1 to knit. So that's my row 1, wrong side. Now row 2, turn it round, right side. Now this time I'm going to actually do some decreases. So I'm going to start with the purl 1, and then it tells me to SSK, slip slip knit, comma, knit 1 and knit 2 together. So it's going to involve some decreases. So I slip as if to knit 1, knitwise, slip the next one, and then I'm going to take the left needle into the front and knit those 2 together through the back. So that's my SSK. Then knit 1 and then knit 2 together. Then I can purl the purl stitches and repeat the SSK. So slip, slip, knit through the back, knit 1 and then knit 2 together. So 2 lots of decreases involved there, and then purl to the end. So you can already see the pattern is beginning to emerge with that little detail that we've just done there. So that was row 2, right side. Turn it round onto the wrong side. Quite a simple row this. I'm now going to knit the knit stitches and purl the purls. So I just go straight across, knitting what I can see. So it's 3 knit, 3 purl, 3 knit, 3 purl, and finally at the end 1 stitch left, knit. So that's a very quick and easy row. Turn around, right side again. Now this is also going to involve a decrease, and this is actually called a double decrease, and on the abbreviations it says SK2P, and it's quite important just to keep an eye on this one, because you will see further up on your abbreviations there's another abbreviation which says S2KP, which is different. So for this one, when I do it, I'll show you what I have to do for an SK2P. So this is row 4, begins with a purl, and for an SK2P I'm going to take the yarn to the back. I'm going to slip the next stitch knitwise, knit the next 2 stitches together, K2 together, and then pass over the slip stitch. So I'm just going to lift this one over the top, just drawing the yarn, and that's created a double decrease. So that's the first one. Now I need to do a purl, and instead of carrying on with 3 purls, this time what I'm going to create is the beginning of the next teardrop. If I just look back at the pattern here, you can see how the pattern alternates. So in between 2 teardrops you'll have 1 in the middle and then 1 again on the above it. So they're filling up the gaps. So this is what we're about to do now, is fill up this gap with the setting up the next teardrop. So now I need to make 5 into the next stitch. So if you remember how to do that, it was knit, leave it on the needle, purl, leave it on, knit, leave it on the needle, purl, leave it on the needle, knit, take it off the needle. So that's made our next 5 stitches. Then I've got a purl, purl 1, and now I'm going to do my second double decrease. So again, I'm going to slip the first stitch knitwise, knit 2 together, and then lift over the stitch that I just slipped. Just drawing the yarn, tension there, and then again I've got 3 purls, so I purl the first one and then make 5 into the next stitch. Take the yarn to the back, knit, leave it on, purl, leave it on, knit, leave it on, purl, leave it on, and finally knit and take it off. And then to finish the end of that row, I just need to do one purl. So I've turned again, I'm now on row 5, the wrong side. Very simple row because it's just a combination of purl and knit stitches. So begin with 1 knit and then work 5 purl along those 5 we made. 2, 3, 4, 5, knit 3, and again purl 5, and knit 3 to the end. So that's a very simple row. Turn again, back to the right side. This is row 6, and now we're going to do the SSK. We need to do it over these 5 stitches in the middle. So it begins with purl 3, and then we're going to work 2 lots of decreases. So we begin with SSK, so slip, slip, then bring the needle to the front, knit through the back, then knit 1, and then knit 2 together. So we've got a left leaning and a right leaning decrease there. Then purl 3, and then repeat the same again. SSK, knit through the back, knit 1, and then knit 2 together, and then finishing the row with 1 purl. So that gives us row 6. Turn again, and again, very simple wrong side row, just reading the stitches you can see, knit on the knit stitches, purl on the purl stitches. So it's beginning with 1 knit, 3 purl, 3 knit, 3 purl, and finally 3 knit. And then for the final row 8, just to complete the 8 row pattern, we're now beginning with 1 purl, and we are actually setting up the next teardrop stitch. So I'll just do that one more time here. So I'm making 5 into the next stitch. So remember, it's knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and this time take the stitch off, and then purl 1, and then we've got our double decrease using the SK2P. So I'm going to slip 1 knitwise, knit 2 together, and then pass over the slip stitch. So I just lift this one over the top, tension in the thread, and that double decrease has been done. Now 1 purl and make 5 into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, purl 1, and then slip 1 knitwise, knit 2 together, pass over the slip stitch, just tension that in, and complete with a purl. And there we have it. So this is the 8 row pattern that is given just to show you how the teardrop stitches work, and will be used throughout the pattern. Turn it over to create this beautiful stitch effect.